What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of TNC Reacts. This is Tuesday Thoughts. So the question is, how much is enough? Now, the reason I'm asking this question is because I've seen over the years where you hear people talk about monetary situations and what is the most. Now, I've seen videos by Jordan Peterson where at one point in time, it's a little older and things have changed because of, you know, prices going up and, all of these escalations with money, eggs, things like that. Just base monetary things are jumping through the roof. But the reason what I'm asking is how much is enough, because we have to be very honest and trying to figure out what is the acceptable number for you as an individual to live life comfortably. I was having a conversation with someone this evening, and she was living in New York, and she was like, "Man, I was making 80 to 90,000 a year, but I wasn't happy." And when she said that, I was like, "Hold on now, making 80 to 90,000 for me, I'd be living a dream, and I wouldn't be in a position to where I'm living paycheck to paycheck." But it differs because what happens with money? People spend more because they're buying more things. But is it because it's a need or is it a want? And when I asked her, why weren't you happy? She literally said this. This is not on some red pill stuff or anything like that. She was like, I'm watching all of my friends get married. And she was like, yeah, I could have any man I wanted any day of the week. But I didn't have that person with me that I was able to be happy with. Now, that's just a separate thing. It's not the main thing that I'm talking about. I was watching some episodes of a show called Landman, and they were talking. I'm looking at all these people moving around with money, and they were talking. It's a show about oil and these companies that are running oil and all these different things that are happening from each individual. And some of these people are making 180,000 a year. But you're looking at the chaotic aspect of that. One day they could lose their life, injury, so on and so forth. And then what they're working for could die, but it's a very rough business for the workers. And then you got all these people making millions and billions of dollars, looking at everything as a number. But my question is, for each individual that's watching this video, how much is enough for you? Because money is relative. Bills are bills. But where is the aspect for you when you're working where you're like, I am happy and I'm good with what I make a year? And that's the thing that you need to look at yourself for. Because after the need is gone, whatever that number is, because you can be poverty line, you can be middle class, whatever that is now, because let's be honest, does that still exist? But then you have the top tier where you're making 100 plus a year, because now you can make 100 plus a year and still be relative on a level of poor because of your lifestyle, right? But what is the number where you got food every day, you can go out to eat, you can go to the movies, you can go do things with your kids, you can put them in sports, or if that's something you want to do, so on and so forth. Or you just a single person and, you just making money and you want to see this number in your bank account saved because you're looking for the retirement package. I want to be able to retire and then travel and see the world. Or are you a person that's young in your 20s or even in your 30s or 40s, 50s and 60s, but you got money to go travel once or twice a year, 3 to 4, whatever many times you want to travel a year, you can go do that and not worry about your money. And nothing's going to hurt when you spend this. How much is your debt? Are you able to pay it off? If you lost your job tomorrow, would you still be good? And the amount of money I make, because I make nothing from YouTube, because why? I got like, right now, 812 subscribers. NANI? And shout out to everybody that subscribed to my page. I appreciate it. Real talk, I thank you for watching, commenting, and all of that stuff. But for the people that are million subscribers, or even the moment that they start getting paychecks, what is the number that anybody looks at and says, I'm good doing this until I retire? And this is how much I want saved. This is what I want in these aspects. But then, what does your house look like? How much land do you want? You know, all of these different things. And we honestly have to be real. When does greed come into play? Because you can look at billionaires. They can never spend that money. Me and my homeboy was having a conversation earlier. I was like, Bill Gates, at one point in time, I remember I was hearing this article. I was hearing a thing that they were talking about him. And they said he could go to sleep and wake up $10 million richer one night. And imagine just the average Joe. If you woke up with $10 million in your bank account, what would you do with it? Would you be like, I'm going to pay every bill I got for the next 50 years? Or are you going to be like, I'm going to go buy this $1 million home. I'm going to go buy this boat I've been wanting. I'm moving here, so on and so forth. Because there's a point in time where it's not about need, necessities. It's just about stuff you want. Materialistic things. So, I know I always try to watch how long I speak on a video. But the question for you, the watcher, is what is the number you can make a year where you know you're truly at peace and you don't have to worry about anything else? Because after a certain point in time, even if you're making $120,000 a year after taxes, that's still great. To me, I can't speak for you, but what is that thing that you know I don't have to worry about it anymore? So let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. I talk to people that make a lot of money on not a daily basis, but when I run into them, we have conversations. I hear these conversations. I ask them questions. And it always blows my mind at what they view as something that's peaceable and what isn't. So let me know what you think down in the comments section. And be on the lookout for more videos. All right, everybody? Peace.